First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A season ago, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And that is incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Take it to the house.
Touchdown, Chicago. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. Double 0, like Jim Moore used to wear, Kenny Burr used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jamison Williams, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have that bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch.
Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in Week 1. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Bears. Quez Watkins. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look
to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now Jones. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing, Jones. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, this is Turpin. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, Jones. This will be caught at the 2. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown! From a yard out. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 111 yards rushing for. He is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They will run the draw with Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On play action, now Rodgers. And incomplete on a deep ball.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
All right, let's control the clock here. Take it all the way.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Cooks on the quick slant. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too? Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level. And now and with a clock reading zeros, he is heading into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So
it's
we reach halftime here
so
on opening weekend.
Staffs likely making plenty of adjustments
Orlando, that's
after
where
that first half of football.
Jonathan
So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. On the return, this is Turpin. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Rodgers now On 1st and 10, forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Carter, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number one.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from the big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
They'll get this to about the 38.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake. Rodgers completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Jacobs going to try the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
They'll drop to throw.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game.
Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jones now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw again on second down. Jones got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Alberto, already his
second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, this is Turpin.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Jacobs on first, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Back to throw again. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here's Pacheco.
Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, it's Pacheco. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling. There he goes left side. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 42 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bears, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season.